All right, welcome back to Bryon Lape's Steps to Improving Your Life. And this comes from Darius Foroux, and I cut his name off over here, unfortunately, from getpocket.com. We'll try and put this in the description if I can remember. Sometimes I forget to do that, and then I lose the links, but hey, we'll see what happens. 10 lessons I learned from making many mistakes in my 20s. And some of these I wish I would have learned in my 20s. It took me to my 30s or my 40s in some cases. I'm not going to read through the rest of this stuff. You can read it on your own, but we are going to get to the list. Because this, we want to go through, it's 10 items and might take a little bit, and we don't want to bore people. Don't think you know everything. Absolutely. This is something I see in my own daughter. She thinks she knows everything, but she's starting to realize maybe she doesn't. There's a word for people who think they know everything. Idiot. That is true. I meet idiots all the time. And I am in my 50s and I still don't believe I know everything. I try to be teachable at all times. And it's amazing the people you can learn from. You can learn from old people and young people. Some people less experienced, some of them more experienced. Every time you don't listen to people smarter than you, and sometimes not necessarily smarter, just they have a better idea. Then you're being an idiot. Time to move your ego to the side. Absolutely. Understand that life is not about impressing others. That is very true. If you do that, you are screwed. It's about fulfillment, collaboration, and the common good. If you want to achieve those things, you need to be humble. But there's good news for people who get annoyed by idiots. If you don't decide to become humble, life will make them humble at some point. Especially when you're young, this can be difficult because quite often people who are like this, who are not humble and idiots, they seem to be succeeding, and then they hit a wall and they just stare at the sky. Number 2, never blame people for your never blame people for your unhappiness. Absolutely own what happens. As a child, you're taken care of by others. That may be your parents, siblings, family members, foster parents, or any other person who takes responsibility. Hence, you assume that someone is responsible for you, but that's not true. When you grow up, you are responsible for you, and that's absolutely true. Let's skip to number 3. Stop wasting time on losers. Now, this is a big one because this can be family members. These can be best friends, and it can be very difficult. There's a big chance that people in your environment don't strive for the same things you do. At some point in my 20s, I was surrounded by people who dropped out of college, were doing drugs, and went out every week. But it doesn't have to be that obvious. Many people have a timid life. People who don't want anything from life and who spend time watching television. Yep. And this can come at a high cost. You must become one of them. You don't give out your time to these people. The cost is high. And again, if it's a best friend, if it's a family member, this can be tough, and you may have to do slowly over time, remove yourself from them, not to not control your life. Number 4 is love is not what you think. This grabbed my attention. Most of the time, this twisted idea about life. I want her to treat me this and that way. Who are you to claim such a thing? And if your other doesn't live up to your expectations, you flip out or leave. That's called conditional love. Strive for the opposite. I'm still learning this, and and this is me too. It's breaking at 50. It's difficult to let go of your expectations about love, but if you have to, otherwise you'll never be happy in your relationship. Number 5, actually you don't have to have a lot of time. You actually don't have a lot of time. I'm in a very odd mood tonight, and I'm trying to record these a little bit too quickly, I think. When you're young, you think you have an endless sea of time. You don't. I mean, it feels like it was 3 snaps of a finger was 30 years ago. And when you blink, you're celebrating your 30th birthday. Good God. In a matter of simple math, ask yourself, how much time am I wasting on things that give me zero fulfillment? Too much. Do I like my job? Do I like the people in my life? Yep. I know people who will complain constantly about their job. I used to work with several people like this, and they're still at those jobs, and they still complain. And I haven't worked with them in 3, 4, 5, sometimes 10 years. It's like, at that point, you've accepted it, and you're just complaining. You're just moving your mouth to hear your own voice. Number 6, you're probably not as awesome as you think. That's absolutely true. You're always someone better looking, cooler. There's always someone smarter, always someone faster, always someone with a bigger brain, better than you are. So stop thinking you're awesome. Just be better. Just be yourself, and don't compare yourself to others. Yeah, just be the best person you can be. Just compare yourself to yourself. Are you improving? No. Then do something about it. Are you improving? Yes. Do you still have improvements? Yes. Let's go. Let's make more improvements. Learning never stops. Absolutely. When you stop learning and develop yourself, you're dead. Yep. I'm not kidding. When I got out of college, I stopped learning. Guess what? I felt stuck for 2 years. Absolutely. Always learn. I learn something every day. I try to keep myself open for the opportunity to learn something. You don't always learn something every day, but just keep yourself open for that opportunity. So when it comes, you're like, okay, this is great. Because some days you're going to learn 5 things. And then some days you're going to learn that you don't know crap. So doing hard things gives you more pleasure. Absolutely. When it's just like you come to the end of a hard assignment, a hard task, and it feels so good. Now, sometimes you need something simple because you've had too much hardship. But man, when you get something hard and done, it's all hard, the right way. But doing those hard things will have more reward on your life, time, energy, and money. Now, it's not doing things the hard way; it's doing hard things. What we're doing here. Number 9, being alone will make you more at peace. It's a dangerous sign if you can never be alone. I come from a very tight-knit family and always have had close friends. This person might be a little bit of an introvert, but even extroverts need time to recharge and get away from people. But I realized that I needed to be alone to grow, so I went on abroad trips by myself. I think it should be I went on trips abroad by myself, but hey. But that just wasn't enough. I decided to move to London. When you're alone, you have time to know who you are. When you're always with others, you're just a product of the other people in your life. Yep. Sometimes you need to distance yourself from others to make you a better person. Number 10, small decisions lead to big outcomes. This is totally true. This is how companies get into problems. They make one bad decision small after another, and then before you know it, they have this huge problem. Another drink won't hurt, right? Sleeping in today is not bad, right? No one cares if I skip my workout today, right? And I can easily spend $1,500 on a new iPhone, right? Answer is no, absolutely. This is the one that I'm struggling with right now. I got to get back in swing of things, work out in the morning. I have the energy, and it's great when I do it. You are what you do every day. Surprisingly, always that's actually really good news. This means you can turn your life around today, not tomorrow, today, right now. Make one small change right now. Okay. And if you want to quit smoking, just stop 1 cigarette short of your daily allotment. Do that again tomorrow. Do that again. Make it half a cigarette. Do it today. Make another half. Make another half. Make another half. By the time before you figure it out, you're going to have a half cigarette, and that's it. So there we go. Who gives a flip? And so very good. Let's see. We have only a handful of comments, and it's not hard to do one right. So. Darius, thank you very much for this article. I should have included you on this side over here saying, sorry, dude. And I'm going to try to remember to keep this. In fact, I'm going to try and get this edited soon. And even if I don't publish it, I'll definitely put a link in the description. This is great list. Thank you very much. And thanks everyone for stopping by. And which ones do you like? Which ones do you need to work on? Is it all of them, some of them, or none of them? All right. Because you're just awesome. All right. Thank you very much and goodbye. All right, we live? Recording. Yeah, I know. We need to do a new search on there because now we've got, I forget her name. People they make fun of her forehead, but because they're stupid. All right. I know. I haven't clicked over here. Thanks. Right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back to Bryon Lape's Ways to Improve Your Life. That sucked. Let's do it again.